Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Visit ccgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more. Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. Another day, another video. Yesterday I didn't post anything about deck, so in today's video I decided to build one new deck, and on your surprise it is a Shining Genesect Venusaur Naganadel deck, which is pretty cool in my opinion. I always like some type of new unique decks, and this is definitely one of them. So yeah, before even continue watching this video, help me a little bit by hitting thumbs up and clicking that notification bell and subscribing to the channel for more videos. And yeah, what about this deck? What about it? It is a very cool deck in my opinion. This Shining Genesect is pretty cool and also nice looking dude, as you can see it. Energy reload ability with you can move one energy from one of your Pokemon to your Shining Genesect. It needs to be a grass energy. With Gaia Blaster, we can go for 50 plus 20 more for each grass energy attached to the Shining Genesect. And the pretty good thing about the Shining Genesect is that Jungle Totem Venusaur, who allows us to have grass energy ×2 as long as we have him in place. So theoretically, with 2 energy attached to the Shining Genesect, we can easily start to do some damage for 130. The damage can be increased by 20 more with 1 copy of Sunnydale Lurantis, and it can also be increased for 30 more with the Choice Band if we speak about GX or EXs, and then we are already up to 180. If we add 1 more energy and if we have Venusaur as well in play, this damage will be increased for 40, so it will be 220. More than one hit, more than enough for the one hit knockout against Zoroark, for example, Lycanroc, Buzzwole, but unfortunately not enough for knockout against Sceptile or maybe Gardevoir, but still very powerful, you know. We also have Naganadel with charging up that can help us a little bit in some matchups, you know. You can also use Adventure Turning Point, where we can strike for like 160 or maybe 190 if we exactly have 3 price cards. I also kind of like this ability as well. But we also have Wishful Button, then we can simply preserve some energies as long as the Wishful Button is attached to our active Pokemon that's gonna be knocked out. I also decided to take one Zebstrika with a Sprint. I kind of like this card. I started to take this card in pretty much any deck that I play because it's just way too good. 1 copy of Ditto that can help me to evolve into Lurantis, Naganadel, or maybe Zebstrika. It all depends on the situation. A copy of Marshadow Let Loose, and also Tapu Lele situationally if we need to let loose or search our deck for a supporter card to be played. Not too many space for some other cards. First, I'm going to explain why I want a copy of Aether Paradise Conversation Area, because some decks might not be able to one-hit knock out Genesect with this card. For example, Gascon won't be able if they don't play some type of the Fill Blower. Zoroark might not be able to go for the one-hit knockout without, you know, miracles and stuff like that, and many other Pokemon decks. It's a good type. It's a good tech also to counter those Sceptile decks, because we're gonna have a hard time against Sceptile decks, mainly because of the stadium that they play for heal, you know. So you just need to have some type of the stadium removal. Shrine of Punishment might also be a potentially consider it to be tech in this build, just because we can then have extra 10 for the knockout versus 230 HP decks like Sceptile, for example. So you should also consider teching that as well. It's up to you. But since Sceptiles are not that popular, I just decided to go with 1 Paradise Conversation Area. 7 ball cards, 3 Nest, 4 Ultra Ball, 3 copies of Rare Candy featuring 2 copies of Rescue Stretcher, very important piece of puzzle there, 2 copies of Choice Band for extra damage and 2 Wishful Buttons, 12 energies, and also 9 Drow Supporters, 4 Cynthias, 3 Lilies and 2 Tate and Lizas. Sometime we might also need to have a switch option card. So Tantalizer is very good, as long as we have Sprint, we can always use that as advantage. 3 copies of Guzma, and that is a deck list that I'm going to use in today's video. It's not going to be too long video, it's going to be shorter video with one epic battle. You should definitely consider watching till the end, you're not going to regret. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you already did, so see you in the game. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are going live with this Shining Genesect deck. This is gonna be a very promising opening hand, I can definitely tell you that, as long as I have either Ditto or my Blitzle in my deck, so I can use that Nazball in order to grab myself a copy of one of those 2 cards, so I can have Zebstrika turn 2 with my Sprint ready to rock and roll. So there's already the Ansi on the other side of the field, and a Beast Energy as well. Wow, that's already like 80 damage with a single energy card, so still Buzzwole is very powerful, there's no doubt about that. Ooh, 2 copies of Nazball. Alright, so we're gonna go for that Blitzle as well as for 1 Poipole. I can still attach energy somewhere, which is a definitely good idea. And to the active Genesect. Why? Just because turn 2 I can deal some damage. And I don't think that my opponent is capable to one-hit knock on my Shining Genesect anyways. But on the other side of the field, I might be somehow able to one-hit knock on his Buzzwole, so it all depends on the top deck, right? If the top deck is a Venusaur or some sort of Lily, then I have very good option to set up properly very fast in the game. If not, I'm gonna lose my Genesect. Just another Bulbasaur was a top deck. And I'm kind of thinking about benching him as well. Sprint, I'm losing one of my rare candies. That's a very bad thing. There is a Ultra Ball, which should be for my Naganadel. I still have 2 copies of rare candy, so that's still fine. And then I can play Lily for 6. And pretty much nothing, but I'm not gonna say nothing because at least I have charge up and I'm able to do some damage to this Buzzwole. So yeah, let's just do energy reload so I can go for like 50 and 60, 110. So being able to go for 110, it's not that bad, but unfortunately 3 energies it is. Adding 60 more damage with Venusaur theoretically would put me in a 190, a 170, and then with Choice Band I would have that one-hit knockout. I wish I had Wishful Button, but I didn't, so we're just gonna see this Ultra Ball. I also wish I had my Stadium card in place so I can potentially reduce the damage done to my Genesect. I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe some sort of Guzma play there with his Buzzwole onto my either way Bulbasaur, or nope, he decided to go with the Cynthia. 3 item cards in my discard pile. Sooner or later it's gonna be very important because Garbodor will do a lot of damage to me. And there it is. There's a Trash Relancer. Yeah, at least I have Nazball, which is a good thing. I can grab another, either way, copy of Genesect or maybe another Poipole. I'm thinking about another Genesect, because I need to have some sort of attacking Pokemon in play. I mean, the truth is that we can easily win this just by attacking with the Naganadel for the weakness. Quite obvious. But in this early stage of the game, I will just... Oh, I'm just gonna get rid of those Choice Bands. First things first. And I'm also gonna set my Naganadel ready for the knockout. First I'm gonna throw Cynthia into my discard pile, and there it is. At least I'm gonna have my Venusaur card in play. I still need some energies. at least one. So I'm ready for the sprint, and I need one energy card as well in addition to that, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to knock his Buzzwole out, and there it is, and also Wishful Button as well. That's a very nice thing. Energy reload. And I'm ready for the Gaia Blast. So there we go, 160 with 2 energy cards and a Choice Band. It's a lot of damage, and I have Guzma and Lily available for the next turn. And it's quite obvious that he's gonna pull the knockout 5, 6, 7. Yes, one hit knockout with his Trash Challenge Garbodor, and also we might see some type of the nope, just a Trash Challenge straight away. Okay, at least I can keep those energies on my Poipole. Choose a Pokemon to be your active Pokemon. So who's gonna be the active one? Let's go with the Poipole. What about energies? Oh, yeah, my bad. I just put those energies badly. My mistake for that. Not the energies, but this Wishful Button. Okay, so what we can do here? Potentially Guzma can be used. Which is not bad, because we really want to take the knockout this turn, and if I want to take the knockout this turn, only way to do that is just to grab that Diancie and to use my sprint for that energy and rescue stretcher play. That was unfortunately the only way to get knockout this turn. It became a little bit problematic because my opponent can return knockout, and I simply need to find a way somehow to power up my Pokemon in order to one-hit knockout his Garbodor or maybe Buzzwole because of that misunderstood Wishful Button card. This card needs to be attached to active Pokemon. When he is knocked out, then you can just move your energy cards to your other Pokemon. Alright, Trash Lance for the knockout, which means that I'm putting my Venusaur in the active position. I'm going to sack one of my Venusaurs, potentially for the win there. And I'm ready for another sprint. What we can get with the sprint? Cynthia and Guzma. Interesting. Well, since I can use my Brooklet Hill first, I'm gonna see what I can get if I use that card. Then there is a Rescue Stretcher card, alright. Which means that I still need to retreat somehow, and that's just gonna be impossible. So, since I have 3 price cards, I have enough damage for the knockout next turn against his Buzzwole, which will be my main target right here. So, I'm gonna let my opponent to take the 1 prize knockout there, and then next turn I can go with this Naganadel Turning Point knockout against his Buzzwole GX, and then I'm just gonna need another Guzma for the win, which I will probably have grabbing that Tapu Lele-GX for my price cards. So I still think I'm in a very favorable position there, as long as he don't have, but he have Guzma available. And that will change things a little bit. Not too much, still I will have probably enough resources for the win. But okay, at least I'm taking 2 price cards, right? So at least I need to set one Pokemon on the bench. Rescue Stretcher would be nice. No sign of the Rescue Stretcher. Let's go with the Brooklet Hill first. Can we play Ultra Ball for something? Unfortunately, nope. Rescue Stretcher is like 100% positive there. Charge up, then I'm actually gonna manually try to attach energy. Or actually, I'm not gonna risk losing energy, so I can still move one energy to my Genesect. We're gonna play Ultra Ball just to take one more time look at the cards in the deck. And we can also throw that Naganadel out, which is the option. And I'm also gonna throw it out so I can have a better option to draw that Guzma in the late game. In the late game, not in the late game, but obviously next turn. Ready for that Guzma knockout. I have 3 prize cards, so that's gonna be very big knockout there. I need Rescue Stretcher, otherwise this might be a GG. And I couldn't get it. Okay, at least I can turn point for 320. And what do we have here? We have Ditto and Tapu Lele. Maybe I can power up my... yeah, Tapu Lele I can, but... the problem is that I don't have right now Pokemon in play, which needs to be a Shining Genesect, so I need to go all in right there, actually. I need to go all in, actually. So the energies are gonna go to my Zebstrika. Just because Zebstrika has only 1 retreat cost. And I can retreat it for only 1. Still I can get some energies onto my Genesect for the win. I just need to get all of the cards necessary for that. So what we can get there? We have Cynthia and Guzma and Tate and Liza and a lot of crazy things. And also that Ultra Ball, so I actually need Miracle there to be performed. If I play Ultra Ball and if I discard my Tate and Liza and 1 Grass Energy, I think I will have enough resources for the win. I think I should have enough resources for the win. Yeah, I should. I should. So we have Tapu Lele for Cynthia, and then I'm playing Cynthia and taking all cards into my hand. I could even play my Sprint, doesn't matter too much. Then I can throw that Rescue Stretcher, and I can put one of those Shining Genesects into my hand. Attach energy. Retreat with 1 energy onto my Shining Genesect, use energy reload, and this should be actually 110 if I'm not wrong for the last prize card with Gaia Blaster, 130 actually, so whew, very very close game. At the end it was almost a defeat because of that misunderstood wishful button, but at the end it was not, luckily. What a dramatic game at the end. You gotta hit the thumbs up for that type of the play. I mean, that was kind of sick. I mean, this deck is actually pretty good. I mean, I kind of like it. It has some sort of potential. It just needs to be tested and tweaked much more than I can do it at this moment. You can even expect this deck seeing on the live stream in the future. And I'm also looking forward to build this type of a deck in a real life, so I can also test it and see its ability as well. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, so make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more future videos. Let me also know in the comments below what you think about this deck list. Thanks once again for watching. We'll definitely see you next time. So as usual, have a nice day and goodbye.